Oof. That sucks. So I've been playing this game a lot.
I see a moose.
Yes, there are a lot of moose. I've been playing this game a lot on a separate file for Master Mode. So I expect to be slightly better at the game, but also significantly worse because I don't have all of the items that I have on my other game. And or like all of the hearts and stamina and things like that I'm expecting to be able to use and won't be able to.
What is Master Mode?
So Master Mode is basically like the hard mode of these games. So all enemies come in, I think, 4 separate types, and it's red, blue, black, and silver. And those are the increasing difficulties up. So, whereas usually in this game you find some like red bokoblins, Master Mode basically replaces all of the red enemies with blue or higher, often black.
Ouch.
Yes. But there's some good news too, which is that they basically made it so that like whenever you go to the towers, you can like see floating platforms that you can jump to that have enemies on them, but they also have really, really good treasure. Like significantly better treasure than you'll find normally throughout the game. So it'll be like weapons that have like plus 20 attack, which helps you then kill enemies more. But it's just like a fun, cool thing to do because it's just like, oh sweet, there's just like these like air platforms around the game that I can just take down and get cool shit out of it. Nice. Especially because like they're small platforms, so you'll like see an enemy on them and you'll shoot him with a headshot and he will fall off. And you'll be like, oh cool, I killed him, I guess.
Well, bro's not here, so I guess I'm not allowed to mention how that's a Destiny thing, too.
What, platforms? I mean, that's not a lot.
Well, hidden platforms spread throughout the game.
Sorry, dead bug.
Oh, you're good. Well, I'm assuming it is now.
Yes, it definitely is now. Looks like, House Centipede. Which, I'm glad they're around. They're very nice to have around. But you've got to kill the adventurous ones.
I have a feeling things are about to go bad for me in like just a second. Oh god.
You knew it was coming, and you ran back to the middle of the
I was trying to figure out
platform.
where I needed to go.
Off the platform.
I was trying to figure out where I needed to bring the key, Tim.
Off the platform.
I'm just surprised that it instantly, like it did that instead of just, like, dealing damage and then, like, launching me a little bit.
It looks like it would have, but because of the track it's on, it would have pushed you through the floor.
That would have been cool, too.
Also, I'm pretty sure if it had launched you, you would have lost a lot more than 3 hearts from that.
Yeah, but it would have been funnier.
True. You're about to lose your cold resist.
Oh, man. Huh, apparently I bought just the pants for that, but that works, whatever. I don't have very much money. I should find treasure again at some point so I can sell it.
So I've kind of lost track of the plot so far. I know you have to do stuff to beat Ganon, but I'm not sure what stuff has been done and what stuff is left to do.
So you have to defeat... Well, okay. You don't have to do any of the plot, really. You can just go defeat Ganon. But the general plot that they want you to discover in this game is the 4 divine beasts. Oh, God. Oh, no, horse, please. Please, now is not the time to stop. So you defeat the 4 divine beasts. Each one has a part of Ganon on it. We have defeated one of them. Specifically, the bird one that lives in Bird Town.
Alright, so which ones are left?
What's left is an elephant that lives with the fish boys, a salamander that lives with the Gorons, and an elephant that lives with the Gerudo.
Okay, elephant with Gerudo,
I'm sorry, camel.
I get.
Sorry, camel with a Gerudo.
Okay.
By the way, I'd like you to know my wife just yelled that to me from downstairs. Because she could apparently hear me.
Relationship goals.
Yeah, right. The elephant is partially because of, like, the reasoning for it is, I think mostly, like, out of, like, the design idea was because it's causing it to rain too much, so it is, like, spewing water out of the trunk.
Hmm.
I decided to do one of the 3 labyrinths, and I maybe shouldn't.
Speaking of relationship goals, you know what I showed Riley for the first time last night?
Gurren Lagann.
Addams Family.
I don't think I've ever actually watched Addams Family. Like, I know...
Maybe not, but you know what it's about.
Yes.
Well, you found enemies, you're probably going the right way.
You'd think that. I did kind of destroy that poor man, though. The unfortunate thing is that this is also an internal maze, where the like point that you are trying to go to is in the middle of the labyrinth rather than like looking for the exit. So you can't just do the left-hand trick.
Yeah. That should get you to the exit, though.
True, but
Or just run you around in circles on the inside of the maze.
But I started at the exit, so...
Wow, you just took a lot of damage.
Yeah, black enemies are not nice. Like, they hurt a lot. Oh, that's another Master Mode thing. In Master Mode, if you don't attack enemies for a couple seconds, they start to regen their health. Now, what I said and what you might have heard is, if you don't attack within a couple seconds, it's really more like 1 second. And like, the health regen isn't significantly fast or anything, but like, it gets you very panicky very quickly when enemies, like, when you just see their health bar flashing and you know that that's them gaining health back, and you're just like, okay, how do I beat them fast enough for this to not affect me?
The good news is, it probably makes you better at normal mode. As long as you don't get one shot by an arrow.
How could you say that right at that moment?
It's called comedic timing.
Now, in fairness, it does make me better at normal mode, but in normal mode I have a lot, or regularly, I am used to having more health and more fairies and like better food and like things like that, and I don't have any of that right now. So I have to fight with subpar like everything.
Now, wait a second. It looks like that's the labyrinth on your minimap right there.
Yes. However, you will notice that the shrine that I'm going for is directly in the middle,
Mhm.
but it is surrounded by this cage.
Yep.
So getting to it isn't just a it isn't just like a process of let's look at this and see where to go. It's like it just shows you the walls, but the walls can have like holes in them that lead you to other places. So you're just like, all right, this gives me a rough understanding of the labyrinth, but there's a lot more that I can't see from this. Fuck.
I'm gonna try something. Bring it up and hold it up on the screen again.
Let me clear this stamp. There. You still need it?
No, I'm good. I'm gonna try doing the guy in the chair thing.
What's the guy in the chair thing?
The part where I solve the labyrinth and tell you how to get through it.
Oh, nice. Please do. Let's just do all the labyrinths tonight.
I do this for John all the time on the other shows.
Yep. Pretty far. But I can teleport to it, I think.
Got it.
Excellent. Let me see if I can take out these enemies. But better this time. Oh. I feel like a big part of combat in this game is as long as you like start the fight, you'll be okay. But if you are on the back foot for the fight, then like, fuck you, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, I think the enemies are gone.
Okay. So I think the route that I've got here will get you to the shrine. I can't guarantee I'm not going to miss any chests that are hidden in here.
Yeah, it's always the harder part. As long as you can get me to the, like, the 4 points, or I guess 3 points, like, of north, south, and east, all have, like, a chest in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's, like, all that really matters, and I've already gotten 2 of them.
Okay, so you've got south and you've got east, so you still need north.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, so, this is where I am currently at.
Yep. Okay, so head north to that little area with the 2 pillars in it.
2 pillars.
Yep. From there, you're going to head north and then direct... Oh, well, first you're fat that guy.
Oh, he went over me. I blasted him with bot arrows so hard that he flew over me. Alright.
Okay, so yeah. You're going to take that route and head west until it does a little dogleg north.
That's the dog leg. Oh, I see what you mean, yeah. Just check. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, that intersection you're in right there. So yeah, from there you're going to head due north, and then as soon as you run into that little corner, turn west again. And then you'll be at the north point.
Which means I'm expecting to see an enemy or two. Maybe not. Okay, I'm not upset about it.
They all fall from the ceiling once you open the chest.
That would not surprise me, honestly. Let's see.
What's that down in there?
Just like a little... They have like a lantern at each corner. Or each of the like... Oh, I don't know. And this is just a whole mess of grossness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright, so I'm back at the north point.
Okay, from here you're gonna go southwest. Around that little box-shaped thing.
Ah, yes, box shape. Alright, follow south.
Okay, just a little further south and then due west.
I don't remember where west was for a second. Oh god. Alright, well, a mimic attacked me, I guess.
Okay, bring up the map again. Okay, you're going to go around this corner, go southwest. Okay, you see that little area with the single pillar in it?
Yes.
Back up on the minimap?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to exit that little area from the southeast corner.
Yes, this looks right. Follow around, probably. Aha! Here's the man. So that should clear out. Yes. Clear out my frame rate. But also makes it easier for us to get back to the entrance. So I think that means this is essentially solved. We just have to like keep going to the side that you couldn't get to previously.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, $300.
Nice.
Okay, so that wasn't... That's not it. It sort of is. And that means we have, like, easier access. So I think what it is these stairs here,
Mm-hmm.
we have to be on the other side of them. Or we have to go, like, underneath them.
Actually, I suspect you need to go over the top of them.
That, I don't know if I can do. I technically could climb that high if I had enough, like, stamina energy. Or stamina food.
I feel like this entire game breaks if you have enough stamina.
Oh, absolutely it does. Alright, so I'm gonna try to go back this way and see if there's a way
See
I
if
could
you-
have gone.
See if you can get back to that red X where you died.
Let's just reminisce on when I died. What a good death. I don't remember what happened. Whoop.
So there are a lot of these little hidden passages that don't show up on the map. I'm guessing one of them is how you get in.
Well, like, they sort of show up on the map, right? Like, this like, line here is that passageway, but it's blocked off because there's one section of stone right here that, like, makes it show up like that on the map.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So I think it might be this big wrench-looking one. It looks like an 8-bit wrench.
Yeah, you might be right.
But there was, like, corruption there last time I looked at it, and now that corruption might be gone. Yes, indeed. So maybe... This is like a specifically long, windy passage.
Yep, I see where you're going, and I think that's it.
Well, that part wasn't it. Maybe over here will be it. A ladder.
That's a lot of choose.
I'm not really sure what they're doing there, or if I'm supposed to go to them or to the shrine.
I suspect they'll be there when you get back.
Like they're the way out. But what's up here?
I'm not sure, but that looks climbable.
Ooh. I don't know if that's climbable. I don't know if you can climb ivy. I guess you can climb the wall though. This game's weird about climbing. Alright, topaz. I'll take it. Ruby. I'll actually 100% take it. Sapphire, good enough. Not a diamond, but good enough.
Aren't yellow, red, and blue the colors of the three goddesses?
Isn't it green, red, and blue? I feel like Courage is green, but it might be yellow. Considering Link has both green and yellow as part of his color palette.
I feel like it is actually green. I don't know, man.
I think it's green. Fairy's Wind? I feel like that's a green, like, power.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because the 3 stones that you have to get in Ocarina of Time are green, red, and blue.
Yep. But are there emeralds in this game?
There are not. So actually, I think you are right in that that is a reference to that. Which is clever. But also, I wish they had put in emeralds just for that.
Yeah.
And now I can get one piece of my favorite set. Like, just how it looks. Barbarian leg wraps. It is a set that, while worn, each piece gives you attack up 1, up to a total of attack up 3, and it just, like, looks really cool. Specifically that, like, helmet.
Nice.
Yeah. In fact, let's just make that our, like, goal for today, I think.
Yeah, that'll work.
Especially because now I have someone to help me through the dungeons without John interrupting. Because, like, so that was a, like, that was possibly the simplest of the 3 mazes.
Okay. So what you're saying is it's a challenge.
Yeah, it is. curious about what those choose. Nice, I did. Okay, there is something here. You know what? It's not bad. I'll take a good shield. I'm pretty low on that right now, so I'll take it. It's interesting because Master Mode is both more difficult and also, like, weirdly mellows itself out by the, like, just what it does, like the fact that you get like better weapons. Like eventually you start being like, you know what, I can actually handle all this. Let me drop a pink marker here so I know where I'm going. Also they like change up enemy locations a bit on Master Mode. So have you seen the Lionels of this game?
I have, yeah.
They put one on the tutorial area. I think it's either of the blue or black variety, which is like either the second or third hardest, which is crazy considering that you don't have any weapons like at all at that point.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, the reason I could never get through this game is mainly because I just don't enjoy the system that breaks your gear so often.
Yeah, I don't really like it either, to be honest. It's better in that, like on my other character, I just have so much gear that, like, it doesn't matter anymore. And it's kind of cool because with Master Mode, a lot of the gear you find will have special qualities. So, like, yeah, my gear broke, but then I find a sword that has, like, a chance to critically hit and throw enemies backwards when you swing it, instead of only doing that when your weapon breaks. So, like, hell, it's cool to, like, have that happen occasionally, but, like, it'd be nice to have weapons that don't break sometimes.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to have at least, like, a base weapon of each kind, so that you never are, like, out of weaponry. Let me look at my map. I want to mark... I don't know if I have the map for it yet. There's a Colosseum where there's a, like, difficult fight in it, and there's also, like, enemies all the way up to that part. It's really fun and cool. Oh, I don't remember where it's at. That one. I really hope that guy's not alive. I'm gonna choose to live in the world where he's not alive and won't bother me.
Well, what about the guy behind him?
Oh, that's the one I'm talking about. He looks pretty dead, though. God, I can't wait to get more stamina. I'm about to do that as soon as I can. Oh, God. Stop it. Oh! Okay.
Well, you just one-shot that thing.
So the arrows I use are ancient arrows, which are specifically super effective against guardians, and the bow I used is like the ultimate bow from beating the like bird divine beast, which it shoots 3 arrows at a time, but only consumes 1 ammo.
Nice.
Yeah, so it shot 3 of those special effective arrows, and I got headshots with it, so I think it just evaporated him. So now this is one that, a labyrinth that I'm less understanding of how it works, because this does not seem particularly...
That's going to be a vertical labyrinth. Multiple floors.
You would think so, but like, I don't see any floors in it. It's so weird. I'm just gonna drop in right here. It's weird. 'Cause
Okay,
it's like,
I see what we're going to need to do here. Before you go too much further, go ahead and bring that back up on the screen so I can get a picture of it.
yeah.
Because we're going to need to mark off everywhere you have been so we can tell you where you need to go next.
That's very smart, Tim. Thank you so much.
Okay, that'll be just a minute.
Okay. I'll have to go find the third labyrinth once we're out of here, and you can see just how horrible that one is.
Oh, we found a chest.
I'll take it.
Okay. Okay. Explore that inner ring around you just to mark that off. The one you're currently in.
Nothing.
And I assume that tiny little square just to the north of you is the passage you took to get between those two.
Yeah. I think so.
Okay.
Yes. And I think also
Okay, we've got this marked off.
Okay, it's also the passage to get, like, to the outer ring. Okay, let me do this second inner ring so that we can mark both off. Yeah, absolutely nothing here. This is where I dropped in.
Yeah.
Alright, now this outer square. Oh, there's a staircase. That makes it more difficult. This must be how you get to the other sections.
That would be my guess, yeah.
Is there anything here?
And you found goop.
Ah, yes, the Ganon goop. Alright, so that's that whole top right section with nothing. I guess let me do the outside quarter of it also, just in case. Should I do the top left next?
Yeah, it's as good a spot as any.
I'm gonna do bottom left. Fuck you. We're gonna make this as complicated as possible.
Well, you're the one on the stick.
2 sticks.
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
I don't think I ever want to play this with a joystick. Like the one like flight simulator joysticks.
Hmm. But would you make John play it on DK bongos?
No. This game requires literally every button on the like Switch controller and a lot of them are like multi-purpose. This game is good, but like god is it a mess as far as controls go. you don't mind, I'm just gonna scoot past you real quick. Good, thanks. Cool. Oh, staircase. There's something there. Oh no, it's already gotten so complicated, Tim.
It's okay. I know where you are.
Good. Let me at least complete the outer ring. So this must be how we go to the next ring. So I'll ignore that for now, but keep it in mind.
Yep, I've got it marked off.
Another staircase. This one brings you to the outside again. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, that's where I started. Okay, cool. So time to do the 2 inner squares.
Yep.
We'll do north first. Yep, nothing here. Again, another spot to drop in. Link, okay. Thank you, Link. Was there another way into this square?
I'm not sure. Not that I spotted.
Oh, I know the way.
So.
The game does specifically want you to do stuff like this once you earn it. If there's nothing in the square, I'm going to be very sad. Alright, time to be sad. It was jack
Wait.
shit. Alright. So that's that quadrant done.
Yep.
It's weird that this one is more straightforward, but somehow more confusing.
Security through obscurity.
Yeah.
That's what this one is. Doesn't matter how many boxes you can get into if they all look the same and you don't know which one you want.
It's also weird because it's like, I technically don't actually know where the shrine is in here.
I would guess at the center, but that's just a guess.
Yeah, it looks like it's the center based on what my sensor does. I think all of them are like, well, okay, the third one isn't in the center. Wait, how do I get to these bottom 2 squares? I mean, obviously I know another way to get to them, but how are you supposed to get to them? Huh.
Try going down, going to the entrance that you can reach from the ground level, and then going down the middle.
Oh, like the very middle between the 2 squares?
Yeah.
I see, I gotcha. Let me get back to the outside ring. The shrine is just like right here. We're like, huh, alright. Okay. Yep, there's a shrine. Oh, interesting. This also doesn't go to them.
I guess you're going up.
Yeah, like there's definitely a way to do it, but I don't know where it is. Oh my god, no. No. Thank god it's not raining.
Why are there suddenly so many bugs in my office?
Do you leave fruit out in there?
No.
That's all I got. I'm sorry, Tim. I only have one guess.
I've got a box of dried apricots. It's been sitting here since Extra Life.
Well, that might be it.
It's sealed.
So.
It's one of those Publix containers. Like the kind you get from the deli. Well, there's a lot more goop in here.
Oh. Well, we found the way to get back to the bottom section, apparently.
Yay!
Okay, good. So we can be back down here. So there's the smallest intersection. Nothing surrounding it. We go to the next square. Nothing surrounding it. Okay, so it's not in this quarter of it, I guess, unless I'm forgetting a section.
I don't think you are.
Oh, you know what?
Some of these walls don't look like the others. You think they can explode?
Unfortunately, no. The ones that can explode, you will, like, they are, like, rock face, and they are, like, it's like two different rocks in Minecraft, where you see one, you're like, oh, that definitely can explode, and there's also cracks all over it. These are just, like, I guess it simulates, like, very old walls.
Hmm.
You know what? This looks sort of promising, though. Yes, a treasure chest. That's basically a shrine. You know what? This has been very profitable for us, actually.
Yeah. You passed those torches and that jump down. That hints to me that we're close.
Right? That's what I was thinking, too.
I suspect what you're looking for is just a hole in the ground.
Oh, wait. Oh! Huh! Yay! Well, yeah, we did it! on purpose!
Hooray!
Yeah! the weirdest way to solve a thing where you just, like, walk into the next room and you're like, oh! We did it!
So you know that part where you said, "Screw you! I'm gonna go to the south. I'm gonna go to the bottom right instead."
Yeah, would have been the right answer. I had a
Listen to
feeling.
that little voice next time.
Yeah, but that little voice makes us miss $400.
True.
I do appreciate that, like, for the labyrinth shrines, when you get to the shrine, they're like, oh yeah, here's a gift. We're not going to make you do a puzzle once you get inside. Fuck that. You just did a labyrinth.
Mm-hmm.
I think the reason the barbarian armor is my favorite is because it is, like, it includes, like, war paint on it. And when you change colors, like, of the outfit itself, the war paint not just changes color, but I think it changes pattern. Which is, like, a really cool, like, just extra little piece. So the worst part with this one is we're going to have to go find a tower, because I don't have that map area yet.
Maybe you should get that map area.
That's the plan. I'm gonna complete this shrine because I haven't yet. This is the shrine on an island that is full of treasure. I went there and did this off screen, but I didn't do the shrine because I wanted us to be able to, like, I didn't want to cheat.
Hmm.
But I wanted, like, treasure just to be able to, like, buy stuff so that I didn't like have to grind on screen. So let's do the shrine and then use it as a nice jumping off point to get closer to the tower. Ah, yes, that's what I need. Ooh.
Nice.
That sells for 500 rupees. Which is a lot. Also, any of the... So the like, quote-unquote ultimate bow that I got is the bow that Rivali, the previous champion, used. And so, because it breaks eventually, you can, like, spend a diamond to basically remake it. Which is a lot, but, like, considering how good it is, like, as long as you're using it just to, like, kill, like, big enemies, then you're just like, oh yeah, I don't mind. Especially for some of the, like, really cool champion weapons. Unfortunately, there's no treasure on this island right now because there hasn't been a blood moon since I did it. But this place just spawns like a shit ton of like ore deposits.
I'm sorry, what is that Eye of Sauron over there?
Which one? The floating guys?
Yeah.
Oh, they just... That's just them. It's just helicopters with the Eye of Sauron attached. Oh god, I don't want to do that shrine yet. I'll mark that for later, but god, do I not like that shrine. You have to So you see that big spiral ring of land?
Mm-hmm.
You have to carry a shrine activator sphere all the way into the center of it. But you cannot run while you are holding it, and you cannot fight while you are holding it, and there are enemies along the way.
Oh, fun. You can't
And
clear out the enemies first?
so you can. It just takes you a while. But the most fun thing is that since nobody wants to just take them all out methodically first, because it's just a lot of work, and there's a bunch in the water, and it's just easier to run anyways. You drop it to attack the enemies, and sometimes they'll just run up and grab the ball and throw it at you. And you're just like, excuse me? Hello? It's like the most asshole thing they can do, and you're just like, alright, I'm actually angry at you guys. Also, as much as I love the idea of taking out the enemies first, I just know that if I do that, it will turn into a blood moon right as I'm about to kill everyone.
Mm.
Hey, Mr. Doggo. Hey, awoo. How far do I have to go for this one? I mean, it's clever that it is leading me to the shrine, but...
I'm gonna say approximately that far.
You were correct. Hey, guys. I'm just gonna go. Ow. Okay, well, that did not work like I wanted it to, but that's fine.
Were you trying to set yourself on fire?
No, if you start a small brush fire in the grass, it creates updrafts that you can use to fly off.
Hmm.
Which is honestly kind of clever and fun of this game to do. Mostly because, sometimes an enemy will shoot at you and you'll jump out of the way and accidentally, pull out your glider and catch the updraft and just fly off. And you're like, bye! Alright, I'm out, I guess. And in fairness, we don't really have to go get the tower if we don't want to. I know where the thing is. Yeah, I'm just gonna get the tower. Okay. Alright. Okay.
Don't you just hate it when you run over a bird and all that it gives you is a pair of drumsticks?
Yeah, it's great because you just run into a bird and then it just skins the drumsticks for you.
Mm-hmm.
Also, someone has raised a good point of, how do I carry around the raw drumsticks in my backpack? Are they just wet and goopy and that's just it?
Especially next to all that cooked food.
Yeah, that's how you get salmonella.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of onions.
What?
There's been a recall on,
Oh.
last I saw, basically all onions in the United States. There's been a salmonella outbreak on multiple farms. No one's quite sure how far it's spread. So basically, if you don't know where your onions came from and you don't know that it's safe, throw them out.
But I just ate an onion tonight.
Enjoy the blood poisoning.
How long ago do they have to have been bought before it matters? Do you know?
It's within the last week or so, I think.
Oh, okay, cool. I think we got ours like 2 or 3 weeks. We also got potatoes around the same time, and somehow all of them have started sprouting.
My potatoes are fine, but my onions have started sprouting.
Huh.
I've never seen that before.
You wanna trade?
With our powers combined, we can make Russian food.
I mean, really just a lot of food. I think everyone uses onions and potatoes. As long as we have garlic, too.
Hmm. So why is there a ninja?
He's part of the Yigo clan, who are basically, like, a group of ninjas who have sided with Ganon, and so they spend their whole life trying to kill you. So you'll talk to a random traveler, and they're just like, hey, have you heard of Master Koga? He's so cool. And you're like, who? And they're like, oh, he's the leader of the Yiga clan. I'll take your life. And you're just like, sorry? What? We seemed so chill a second ago.
I wonder if that means you have to go and beat Koga and earn his respect or something to turn these guys into secret vendors or something.
So that would be cool, but you actually defeat Master Koga as one of the, like, plot points of one of the Divine Beasts. And it sort of just makes the ninjas more angry. And attack you more often. It's very fun. Oh god, no.
You don't like Katosa Aug?
I don't like bad motion controls.
Ah.
God damn it. Come on. God damn it.
Well, look at it this way. Only a true hero would have the patience to get through this.
What's also weird about this one, and this one, like, specifically, is that if you back out of this section, it will make the ball disappear. So if you make the ball on a course and you're like, nice, that's gonna hit it, and then you back out, then it disappears and you don't activate the thing.
Come on. There we go.
Took a while, but it's good. Don't move. No! Okay.
Well, the hero solved the puzzle and then fell into the abyss.
The monks are just like, ah, he did. Okay. Alright. We don't know what we expected. Alright, so now the harder version of it. And I did this on my first try on Master Mode, and I don't think that'll happen a second time.
Is this how you get the chest?
Yeah.
What's in it?
I don't remember. Oh shit! I can't believe that!
You stand corrected.
Yeah! That one sucks to do, though.
Apparently not.
In order to do any of these motion controls, I have to set down one of my Joy-Cons because it basically uses the motion controls of both Joy-Cons together to, like, plot where it thinks you're trying to go. So, like, I just set one down and then use the other one.
Hmm.
Oh, fuck. I'm so dumb. I need the tower so that we can see the map.
It would help.
Yeah.
I didn't think of that either.
Like, we're just like, oh, let's just wing it, whatever. Except that this is the hardest labyrinth and certainly not capable of being winged. It's the hardest labyrinth for, like, a lot of reasons, but the first reason is that as soon as you get there, you're in a courtyard and there's, like, 2 guardians that immediately see you and start shooting lasers at you.
Ah, fun.
Yeah, you're just like, ah, neat.
So if Guardian arrows are super effective against Guardians, does that mean Guardian weapons are as well?
Yes, but not the weapons you pick up from Guardians. They have to be specially made, which we're actually about to be, like, at the top of this hill is a second laboratory, and at that laboratory is how you, like, create the ancient weaponry out of the, like, gears and springs and things like that that you get from killing, or finding dead ancients.
Hmm.
Oh, I don't need arrows, huh? Alright, let's sell some of these precious stones and see what we get.
Oh. Yay! Wow!
180, 210, I think 280 for sapphire. 260. Alright. I'll keep the diamond around for now, but that's alright. Alright, can you guys go to the northern reaches and get my horse for me real quick? Burglezak, my friend. Thanks, guys. It was probably cold, but it's fine. Alright. What's the best way to get to this tower?
I'm gonna say go to its base and then climb up.
Yeah, but the problem is the base is on top of a giant cliff.
Yep, I think I see where you need to go.
Yep. I still think whoever decided that horses should follow the roads for you and you not have to, like, steer them while they're on there, like, deserves a raise. It's like, literally one of the best parts of this game. Because, like, sometimes you will get into, like, mounted archery fights, and the fact that you know your horse will not run into shit is very useful. That's right, that traveler's really good.
This seems to be taking you away from the tower.
It brings me to it, it's just very roundabout. Because there's like a whole lot of river and shit in the way.
Also, that tower seems to have sprouted a fortress.
Yeah, it does that. I need to stop almost running people over, though.
That's Burglezak's job.
Oh. I didn't know there was a stable here. Oh, it is suddenly raining now.
I read somewhere that for self-driving cars, we really don't need them to be as smart as a person, we just need them to be as smart as a horse.
That would make sense. Oh, God.
I saw that.
Literally everything I was holding was metal. Nope. That. Okay.
So how much do you read? Like, for fun?
Not really much. I don't dislike it, it's just hard for me to do with, like, ADHD and everything. Like, I just don't have, like, the patience to continue doing that. But I like the idea still, and I still, like, used to read a lot as a kid. I just haven't really had time and or, like, books to do so with.
What's some stuff that you've read that you've enjoyed besides Lord of the Rings?
Oh, Tim, you don't enjoy Lord of the Rings. You just enjoy trees. For chapters. God, it's another one of these.
They can smell fear.
Alright, good enough. That's actually a really good question. It's been so long that I really can't remember, like, what books I have, like, enjoyed. To be real, school kind of took the enjoyment out of books a lot of the time. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Thanks, camera and link.
There's a series I've been rereading that I'm just about to finish called Codex Alera.
Codex Alera?
Mm-hmm.
Like the camera?
No, that's Kodak.
What did you say?
Codex.
Oh, Codex. That makes a lot more sense. Like, significantly more.
Are you familiar with Jim Butcher, the guy who writes Dresden Files?
I am familiar with only the Dresden Files.
Dresden Files is definitely what he's most known for, but he also wrote Codex Alera, and it's amazing. He basically wrote it on a dare.
Oh, that can only end well.
So, someone dared him to write a book that was a combination of Avatar: The Last Airbender, Pokemon, and Game of Thrones. And he didn't just write one of those books, he wrote 6 of them. And on top of that, he made a point of adding in as many literary tropes as he could possibly think of that his professors had always told him never to use.
Good. I respect him for that for sure.
Mm-hmm. And it came out amazing.
You said what, like, genre is it?
Low fantasy.
You. Not really. High fantasy's fun.
Well, it's kind of weird. So the way it works is that all over the world there are elemental furies. Earth, fire, wind, water, stone, and metal. And everyone has at least one kind of fury that they can control. And at some point in their life, usually when they're a young kid, they'll bond with a specific fury who then becomes their partner throughout life. And basically, the more furies you can call, the higher up in society you are. All the way up to the High Lords, all of whom can do everything with every fury element, and yeah, they're just stupidly powerful.
Of course.
And the story follows a kid named Tavi, who has no furies whatsoever. No one has ever heard of that happening. Everyone has at least one Fury. He has none. And basically the whole series is him growing up from a like a 14-year-old kid into someone probably in his mid to late 20s. And just using his head instead of all the magic that everyone else around him can use. So it's a high fantasy world from the perspective of a low fantasy character.
Interesting. So it's a game of like Pathfinder where one person is playing a fighter and everyone else is playing a wizard.
Basically. And every other person who has ever lived is also a wizard.
He's like, I don't know, I'm just going with a sword. And they're like, what do you mean?
Well, no, that's where metal crafting comes in. The metal furies.
He's like, no,
They
I'm
make you
good
better
at
with a sword.
swinging a sword. And they're like, just summon a guy though. Hi, sir. Hey.
Did he just poke you in the back?
Yeah.
Rude.
Give me like just one little ass poke and then didn't bother me again. God, this tower's so high up. Just gonna do a little cheating real quick, alright?
Actually, when I said every other person who has ever lived is a wizard, I should say every other human who has ever lived is a wizard. There are other races in this world. They can't use furies.
Oh. Please. Okay.
So the other two races in the world are the Marat, which are elves-ish. Their thing is that they form an empathic bond with an animal. The animal gets smarter and the animal gets smarter and the person takes on characteristics of the animal. So if someone bonds with a horse, then they become faster and leaner. If someone bonds with an ox, then they get stronger and bigger.
Sam, I think people who bond with horses get sadder. It's the long face.
Yeah, I walked into that one.
Do you know about that time I said something like that in back in high school to someone?
I heard the aftermath. I'm not sure I've ever actually heard the story that originated it.
It was just like he was talking about the never-ending story of when a trained horse like drowns in the swamp of sadness, and I just turned and I was like, "Why the long face?" And he was just like, "No."
I've never actually seen that movie.
I have seen it very long ago. Okay, Tim, so you ready to see this maze?
Okay, let me get a picture of that.
So, this maze does not seem too bad. However, you will notice that some of these sections do not connect to any other section.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's that this box here has passages underneath it.
Yeah, that would be my guess.
It is a wild maze, and for some reason, it's usually the one I find and do first. Oh, wait, I should go get some stamina first though. Considering I have 12 orbs. Kakariko, that's right.
And I guess the question is, where is the shrine?
So
Inside that black box, I'm assuming.
I think so. I think it is like there are tunnels underneath the black box, and the black box is like a story above like the base section of the maze.
Hmm. So can't you just fly into it?
No, because it is a cage.
Hmm. You trying to get a full second wheel?
Yeah. I might work a little bit on hearts after that, but like having 2 full wheels is pretty good.
So where's the Korok guy hiding?
Which Korok guy? Oh, Hestu?
Yeah.
He has made his way to another stable, and I don't remember where it is. It's the stable closest to the Korok Forest, but I don't remember where that is on the map. I think it's like north of the castle. And it is very frustrating to get through. Because if you go the wrong way, then it teleports you back to the beginning. There's also a fascinating shrine quest in there where you basically have to find the shrine and defeat a boss to allow you to gain access to it, except that the entire area is encased in permanent darkness. So it's not like nighttime where it is like kind of dark, it is like blackness for everything that is not directly next to a light source. Save my spurs for this. There he is. Good Burgle's eye.
Hello?
Huh? What's up?
We have been joined by a Pierre.
Oh, hey, what's up? I'm not hearing Pierre, though.
Yeah. Pierre, if you're saying anything, your mic's off.
Testing.
Hi, there
Hey,
we go.
there you are.
Hey,
What's up? You doing alright?
I'm doing all right. You guys just seemed really quiet on stream, so I thought I'd jump in.
We're struggling a little. We're trying our best. I'm very tired.
Sleep deprivation.
And a little, like, our cat does keep waking us up a bit, like, fairly early on. Like, roughly 5 a.m., but he also had to go to the vet today. And that is just a process. And I always feel very bad the whole time.
Yeah, cats typically don't like being, fondled and touched in ways that, especially by a stranger.
They especially don't like 50-minute in either direction car trips.
Ow.
Yeah.
In which case, they demand all the pets and cuddles.
Okay, so if I'm reading this map correctly, assuming there aren't any more of those tricky underpasses like we saw before, then there's only one correct entrance to this labyrinth. Everything else is a dead end.
That sounds
Yep.
right, and I think the dead ends are specifically built for treasure. There's also...
Okay, well in that case, I can take you to all the dead ends.
I would possibly appreciate that, honestly, because I think it's pretty good stuff. Also, I forgot that
Okay.
this one has counter wins against you, so you have to, like, struggle to get to the entrance of the maze.
There's also a walking guardian right at the entrance.
Yeah.
So
That dude's an ass.
I have
Also,
ancient arrows ready.
I don't have any.
Oh,
I only
well.
had one. It's fine, I'll just dodge.
Dominic's got some practice playing Dark Souls. He can deal with an enemy that's
Yeah.
overpowered.
Unfortunately, there's no combat roll in this game, and I only play dex build, so I really don't know what to do. Alright, we in.
Hide behind your shield and pray to the dead gods.
That's the plan. Alright, Tim, where is the first wrong entrance?
First wrong entrance, I think you're standing right in front of it.
Nice.
Can we eat all those pretzels already?
No,
The
you
correct
just moved the
entrance
pretzel
is
into a
the
more
very bottom right
opportune
entrance,
spot.
so
Well, I
any
moved my
entrance you
button.
take that isn't that one is going to be one that hopefully leads to treasure.
Okay, cool.
Alright. Well, I'm back
But the one you've just
garbage.
entered
Okay,
is a
that's fine.
particularly long and convoluted one, so hopefully there's really good treasure at the end of it.
Yeah, I remember it being very convoluted. Okay, yeah, so this is the first time that already I just walked through a section that looks like a wall, but is not.
I'm trying to watch stream and play Destiny at the same time, and it's not working out well. My computer is angry at me. Yeah, I've realized that I've reached the maximum of my very old hard drive. It can no longer keep up with the memory requests that I need. It's not even RAM, it's just disks. My disk drive just doesn't like it anymore.
At least it's your computer and not your wife.
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
What was that torch you just ran past?
Just like a cool torch.
Don't torches in labyrinths usually mean something?
Sometimes. Oh, I gotta panic real fast.
Alright, I'm still connected to at least this.
Alright, well, that turned out fine. The worst part of these labyrinths is that you find an enemy and you're like, oh shit, an enemy! And so you just fight it real quick, and then you're done and you're just like, wait, which direction was I going?
Yeah. That's why you have the guy in the chair.
Yup. I am sort of doing the left-hand rule for this, just to see, because, like, I feel like for this kind of thing, because they are dead ends, it will bring you back to the original spot eventually, which means you should find most of the treasure.
Yeah.
I'll find enough treasure to satisfy me, at least. But then again, I say that and I have found 0 treasure, and this place is still winding its way through.
As is tradition of any, like, maze in a video game.
Yep. Oh, I fucking didn't even see this chest. Oh, ancient core. Absolutely, we'll take that.
So what does that do?
That is one of the pieces that you use to create like the ancient weapons and things, and it is one of the, the rarer pieces you can get. The only one that's like harder to find are the big ancient cores.
Yeah, the giant ancient cores, yeah. Which I'm still convinced that there's just a limited capacity because I've never seen those drop ever.
Oh, you might be right. So they're like chest only.
It's either that or like they drop from the flying ones. And they're just a stupid rare drop from them.
Yeah, because no one really fights.
Because they definitely don't drop from the like grounded ones, and the flying ones definitely have more health. The giant cores.
I've gotten one from a walking one.
Really?
But it's really, really rare.
Yeah. Okay.
I've gotten one from a walking one.
Yeah, my wife is at this point 800 and something out of 900. 867 out of 900 Korok seeds in that game now.
Damn.
Quarantine's been rough.
Yeah, you know what? That's fair.
Yeah.
Did we? Is this the shrine?
I say that as we still have shows to get caught up on,
and holes in the wall that I said I couldn't
sit down and watch them. But we'll sit down and watch Naruto.
Hey, Naruto's. It's Naruto, I guess. I don't know. I'm not gonna say it's good. It's not bad. It's just it's Naruto. Oh, this didn't bring me to the shrine.
Oops. Went into super with a heavy weapon. Forgot I still had the heavy weapon when I finished my super.
Oops. No, you don't want that?
Not really. It's good because it does do like add fire on hit, but it just the base damage is not as good as a lot of the weapons I have.
But it's shiny.
It is shiny. So is this gonna bring me to the shrine or not?
I don't know.
Well then.
You're in the black box now. It brought you to the shrine.
Like, as I said it, I like turned the corner and was just like, alright.
Well, I guess we'll get the loot afterwards.
I'm like so mad because that shrine is always so difficult to find and apparently we just stumbled into it.
Been doing that a lot
than
tonight.
Spending an hour and a half of getting lost.
Yeah, because that's what I usually do with this labyrinth.
Yeah.
This is why you have the guy in the chair.
Thank you, Tim.
I was definitely a help for that last one.
I think you plot. Well, okay, Tim. Here's why you were so helpful. By plotting a course to where we should go, we accidentally picked the wrong way, which was the correct way. It'd be like playing D&D and there's a sign that says the boss is this way, and you're like, well, we're not gonna go to the boss. We want to go to the side areas first, and then you go left, and the boss is there, and he's like, well, I thought you were gonna go the other way.
That feels very Dio-esque.
Yeah.
You thought you were going the wrong way, but it was me, Dio, all along.
Oh yeah, now for the coolest outfit in this game.
Nice.
Yeah. Like the like skull part of the helmet like really makes it work.
You know what you must do now. Slay.
Oh yeah. Let me just go find a silver Lionel real quick. With my 7 hearts.
Ow.
Did something happen in Destiny?
Oh,
or
that
is it
looks
just
like
a
so
bomb
much
dead?
fun up there. I love having the flying guardians just sitting above the map.
Yeah, right? Every time I see them, I'm just like, oh, I ain't fucking with that.
It's only like 2 of them that are that bad with the flying guardians. The other ones, like they totally are cool with you just climbing on top of them.
Yeah, like, one of them I literally, like, climbed on top of 3 times to try to find our way through.
And you haven't even gotten to the secret room.
Well, he's already been to the shrine, so. Is that the one that has like this extra room attached to it?
Under it, yeah.
Oh, no, I got to that with the flame blade.
With the it has the diamond,
Oh, okay.
crown
I haven't found
in
that
it.
one, then. I found that from
and
one of
also
the other...
the teleporting thing.
Oh, the like, teleport rune?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was in a
The one
different
where you
area.
can place anywhere.
Well, that might be DLC.
Well, I have
That's
the
true.
DLC.
I don't know if it's DLC or not.
I think it is. But it's a worth it DLC. Not that I've ever gotten it, but like, you know, in theory. Oh yeah, I killed 2 bats with 1 swing. And it just doesn't seem as cool.
Well, bats are birds of a sort, and if you think about it, a sword is just...
No, why did you mantle? Sorry.
In fact, this was a club, so it's basically a rock on a stick.
Yeah. So, 2 birds with 1 stone.
Swords are rocks on a stick.
Yeah.
Literally so bad at finding treasure that I just keep accidentally finding the pathway through. Yep, okay, here we are, main room. But since I'm here, and I have a, attack up 3 outfit, let's find some bitches. Hey, bitch. Ballet time. Fuck yeah.
Nice.
That is like my favorite thing to do in this game with 2-handed weapons is you just spin to win through the like you can cut their legs off for extra critical damage, so you just spin through all of their legs.
Let her rip.
Beyblade.
So Dominic, have you ever actually finished all of the sword trials for this game?
No.
Me neither.
I know I finished the like main story of the DLC, which I'm definitely gonna do on stream. So let's not talk about what the boss of that is, because it's still the craziest thing in the game.
Oh yeah, that was a great boss fight. Like I was so caught off guard.
Incredible. Yeah, I think I screamed when it first happened.
I wish it wasn't immediately tied to having finished the game, because it feels like something that would have been great as a supplementary that you do at any point in it.
Wait, do you have to beat the game first?
I thought you had to get all 120 shrines before you could do that.
Oh, okay, yes, but you don't have to beat the game. But yeah, I see what you mean by, like, you should be able to do it whenever.
Yeah. Because that bike would have been really... But I guess you kind of technically had to beat the 4 main bosses before you could do it anyway, so I don't know.
I don't remember if you have to get all 120 shrines or if we have to do the 4 beasts, or maybe it's both.
I just knew I had 120 shrines at the time I beat it, but I've never known anything else.
Yeah.
Because that bike would have been really useful.
I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago when I played it, so like, it's been a long time.
Yeah, I mean, this game came out in 2017, in March.
Hi, Mr. Crab.
So, like how that Korok you found under that rock you blew up just popped up at the same time as those other
Right?
monsters were building themselves out of the ground. He was like, "Hey, you found me. Here's your poop. Bye bye."
I also like that they, like, after they give you the poop, they just sit there.
Yeah.
Because no one else can see them, so they just, like, sadly stand around and wait.
Let's not talk about the ones on Death Mountain, though. Those have the worst lives.
Which ones, like, do you mean the volcano?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, especially because they're leaf people. Like, how do they survive?
Yeah, like, you can't tell me that this is natural lifestyle for these guys.
They're tree spirits.
Yeah.
I already sort of assumed that they are, like, that they have, like, a 7-day lifespan. Like, they're just super short-lived.
Which raises
Man.
the question: why they're up there?
Because there's 900 of them. They gotta find new spots to hide.
Like, I love that literally the story about them is they're just have fun. They just hide places so that people can find them.
So I guess the ones on Death Mountain are just masochists?
I mean, I guess.
If they exist to have fun, and they're there, then it follows that they're having fun.
For the brief few seconds they still exist.
Why do I feel like this...
Ah, you found me! Burn!
Is this a Korok thing?
It looks like a Korok thing.
I don't remember.
I'd have to go look at my
Oh, wait,
map
wait.
to confirm.
Oh, yes, yes. Okay, okay. I remember this. You have to, like, do them in order. Or do something to them in order. Okay, you just have to touch them. So 1, 2, 3.
Oh, don't you have to, like, visit them in a certain order?
Yeah.
Yep.
I just, like, hadn't seen... I haven't seen this one yet in either of the 2 playthroughs I'm doing, so I was just like, what do I do? I like, now we just stare at each other. I need to find my other... In my other playthrough, I have, like, 2 pictures of humans just shoved, like, head first into the ground. Like, they've just halfway, like, glitched through it. And they're just sitting there. Well, that almost went bad for me.
I'm hearing Star Wars noises coming from the TV right now. I'm very concerned how this is still Naruto.
Okay, I will...
The Skywalker sound is everywhere.
It's because, like, Tim, well, if you had to describe Jedi using, like, would you say that space wizards is a pretty good explanation for them, right?
Yeah.
Or
If
at least
you were-
space monks.
If you were to describe Naruto, it's wizards with kung fu.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
accurate.
they're supposed to be ninjas, but also they can just create balls of air in their hand and then punch people really hard with it. They're wizards.
Almost the attacks are sneaky. Let's be honest.
Oh, no. Like, not a single one of them have ever been sneaky in the show. The fucking main character wears orange.
Yeah.
It's only ninjas in the loosest of sense.
Yeah,
Like even combat, like, is not sneaky. They like almost always are like face to face in combat. No one tries to sneak up on anybody.
I assume that they only, like, sneak up, like, they're basically like, well, we're all ninjas, so we're all gonna be able to see each other, because Like, we're all ninjas, so we're good at finding other ninjas. So we don't have to, like, be sneaky, because that's not going to work. So if they were around normal people, then they would be sneaky.
If we're all ninjas, nobody is.
Let's be honest. It was poor writing.
Oh, yeah. But it was poor writing that made that show way better.
But I acknowledge that it's poor writing.
It's poor writing that show could not have lived without, and it makes it the best show. It's like, I would not watch, like, anime about actual ninjas, but I will watch an anime about, like, kung fu wizards. Because that's way cooler.
Yeah.
So do Guardians ever respawn, or are there a limited number of them in the game?
Oh no,
they respawn at Blood Moons.
Okay, so what happened to the ones that are just lying on the landscape?
They just respawn like that.
Yeah, don't ask questions, Tim. I guess the idea is they were never working. So, like, the Guardians that you see walking around are the ones that the Hylians, like, fixed before Ganon took over.
Yeah.
And Ganon basically uploaded a computer virus to them and, like, turned them on the Hylians.
Yeah, it's something like that. Like, the idea is, like, these are ancient, old pieces of shit, and some of them were still in working condition when they found them, and some of them weren't.
Apparently, age is just not something the Blood Moon fixes.
Very Majora's Mask-esque in that aspect.
Alright, let's get to
But I am excited for whatever sequel comes of this game, purely for the engine that this game is built on.
Yes. I'm wondering how
feel
similar the map is going to be.
For once.
Oh yeah, no, you should be able to play as Zelda in this game, and if you don't, then that's a sin. Like, the
amount of people that were excited for the concept of being able to play Zelda with Breath of the Wild earlier, like, announcements, and everyone thought, oh, is that like a female Link? Or those lines, and everyone got excited about the concept. Even Miyamoto was, or Aonuma said that while it's not a female Link, he is excited by the response at the people have had towards the towards the idea.
Yeah. I mean, like, people have already modded the fuck out of Breath of the Wild, and you can play as Zelda. Which is
my wife, I think, is braiding my hair.
No, I am not. I'm just playing with it.
Oh, okay. Just playing with it. Okay.
I can braid it for you if you like. It's certainly long enough.
I'm always mad because my hair is long enough to be braided, but it's so wavy and curly that it's really hard to do it.
French braid will fix that. I don't know how to do those, but...
Beep, 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 beep.
Alright, let's see what cool colors I can make this.
However, they hurt.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, the war paint on the helmet changes, like, design with the colors, which is really cool.
Nice.
Yeah. I love the Barbarian armor. It is my favorite set.
Same.
I hunted down Lionel's for like a week, just maxing that stuff out.
I think I usually go for the crimson or the black. I still love how in canon they dye your outfit. Where there's like, alright, time to dunk you, and you're like, time to what?
Yeah.
It's like, Link, this is the third outfit you've dyed. How did you forget?
Okay, kid, time to die.
I guess I'm wearing, like, sandals? Oh no, I don't even think they're, like... There's just, like, a little bit of fabric under my feet, and that's it. It's actually kind of hardcore for, like, the Barbarian set. Alright, it's time to go fight Lionel now. And then inevitably die, and then end the stream out of embarrassment.
I believe in you. That you can die, not that you'll actually beat the Lionel.
No, I also believe that I can die. I don't even have any fairies on me. Oh wait, this is a bad Lionel to fight, because it is a cold area.
Oh yeah, that one's not... Did you go north to the Hebrew region?
Yeah.
Oh, that's smart.
Well, that's just like, that's the only one that I remember offhand exactly where it is.
Okay, I know where one is down south. I mean, there's the one that's in the old ruins in central Hyrule.
The Colosseum?
Oh yeah, the Colosseum, which is to the left, just south of the tower. You can see it on your map.
Ah, yes, there it is. I was trying to find it earlier and I could not remember where it was.
Yeah, that's one that I always farmed for elemental weapons, because that's such a great place for elemental weapons.
Yep.
But not great for Lionel weapons, just because
It's a blue
the
one.
Lionel is poorly equipped.
The snowstorm, the snow place is the best.
Hebra is, but he doesn't have any cold armor yet.
I do have a piece of cold armor, but I want to wear the barbarian armor. Like, it's the whole fun of it.
After that, if you head northwest from there, there's the fields over there, and there's 2 Lionels over there, if I remember correctly.
Have you played this game on Master Mode at all, Pierre?
Not yet. I've not played Master Mode because I just... There's the 2 to the northeast, but they're past Death Mountain. Up in
They're up by the
Akala Tower. Over by the workstation.
the tech lab.
Yeah, the tech lab.
By the maze.
I don't think he has that unlocked yet.
But he was just at the maze.
That's true.
You said in Akala?
Yeah, up in Akala, there is 2 in the northeast, west of the tech lab. If you want to go to those afterward.
Yeah. Okay, so I've been playing Master Mode as a secondary, like, account playthrough. And I want you to know that they added a Lionel to the plateau.
Oh yeah, there's a gold Lionel right at the beginning of the game to let you feel just how hard it is now.
Yeah.
Which I thought was a really nice touch of, here's an idea of what you can look forward to in the end game.
It's cool, but also at the same time, fuck that. Like, you get wrecked so hard by Lionels, even when you're ready to fight.
And then just below the Apollo Wilds.
We'll worry about that when we get there.
The coolest thing about Master Mode, though, is they add a bunch of floating platforms that have really good treasure and enemies on them.
They also disable the mini-map in the corner, too, which is...
Wait, no, they don't.
I've heard it's a great way to play the game because it gives you more of a, oh, I just stumbled into this, instead of, oh, I found this looking around on the mini-map. Just got a little bit more of a exploratory feeling, but that's what I've heard from other people talking about it.
Yeah.
I haven't cared all that much to be that, you know.
I definitely would not be able to do that, because, like, I need the minimap to remind me of what the fuck I'm trying to do. Hey guys. I'm way too high level for you, so don't even try it.
They tried it.
Alright, see you nerds later.
So I just found something interesting. Your quarantine situation as a young adult book title. Apparently mine is Fort of Bread and Hand Sanitizer.
How is it determined what yours is?
Birth month, first letter of first name, and first letter of last name.
was gonna say, my quarantine situation is nothing has changed. You're an essential worker. Fuck you.
What's your birthday? Or what month is your birthday?
The 8th month.
Okay.
It's also a week from tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah.
So yours would be...
Oh, good.
Oh, that's great.
Basement of Books and Books.
God damn it! This always happens to me when we do these stupid things. It's always the same title twice.
DK, what are you gonna do?
Donkey Kong.
Yeah, Riley's is Basement of Bodies and Worry.
That's ominous.
Yeah, a little bit.
Alright, so if this Lionel just doesn't know I'm here... What's up, fucker?
Pierre, what month are you?
December.
You are the attic of bodies and books. Or sorry, attic of masks and books.
Why are there so many books?
K and L are right next to each other. So each category, or each factor only has 13 categories in it.
Hey, I killed a Lionel.
Looks like a black one, too.
Nah, that's a standard one. That's
Yeah.
the regular Lionel.
God, I wish I could kill a black one already.
Oh, silver Lionel will be real fun later on.
God, I love the silver Lionels. I remember, like, farming them when I played this game, and, like, it was great. I enjoyed it, but, like, goddamn, is it, like, hard no matter how good at the game you've gotten. I think I learned how to cheese Lionels by using Urbosa's Fury.
Oh, for me, it was just I was using Lionel bows to snipe Lionels in the face, to mount them, to then get Lionel bows again to kill more Lionels, just so I could collect parts.
I would basically like headshot them, jump on top, cut them up, and when they threw me off, immediately go into an Urbosa's Fury, stun them, jump on top, and then start the process over again.
Nice.
It was like efficient as hell, but like it got to the point where it was like, okay, I have entirely filled my inventory with Lionel, like silver Lionel weapons and armor and things. I can maybe fight Ganon now. And then I walked in and like beat the shit out of him, and I was just like, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I thought this was gonna be hard.
Honestly, that's an even worse insult. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was gonna be hard.
Yeah, my bad, Ganon. I know I just 5-shot you, but like I really planned ahead because I thought you were gonna be difficult, but like you clearly were not any of that. Hey, can you stop, sir? Oh, is that it? Okay.
He's really got a bone to pick with you.
Literally, Octoroks are the worst enemy in the game.
I would have to probably agree. I can't think of anything worse than the Octoroks.
I would rather fight a silver Lionel by itself than fight a red Lionel with, like, 2 Octoroks nearby.
Just remembering the beginner trials of Sword Trials, and there was a part of that was so frustrating. This little platform that's on water, and it's covered in the Lizalfos guys, and they just do everything in your power to everything in their power to knock you off the platform, so you are defenseless in the water. So that way they can snipe at you until you can get back on land, where they will knock you back in the water again.
Man, fuck that. I'm not excited to do the sword trials.
It's worst part of the sword trials, and honestly, I find the rest of the sword trials easier until you reach the last set of trials, the final trials. But yeah, that was noxious.
Yeah. I
Like,
wish you walked into the sword trials and you walked into the first room when you didn't have weapons and like, here's a Lionel, and you're just like, nah, I'm out. Okay. I think that's good for tonight. Is it 11?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
It is 11.
Thanks for joining us, Pierre. That was very appreciated.
Yeah.
No problem. I mean, I've been meaning to do this for like the last 2 weeks, and I kept falling asleep at the time you guys were planning to stream. Because,
We didn't even have to do words with fiends
the
tonight.
pandemic is not fun.
Yeah, pandemic.
The Backstreet Boys reunion tour has been very unpleasant.
Yeah.
Wait, is that a thing?
It is code word for a certain situation that the world is currently dealing with, because things on YouTube that have certain keywords in it will make sure those videos never get found. So the Game Grumps came up with the creative idea of referring to it in a split second after having this discussion on feed, that they were going to call it the Backstreet Boys reunion tour. And that getting tickets to the Backstreet Boys reunion tour is very much a thing that you do not want.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
So yeah, I referred to that as the Backstreet Boys reunion tour, as to guarantee it doesn't, the video doesn't get automatically pushed into like the deep dark corners.
Let's be honest, that's where it started.
Yeah.
Yeah. Started from the bottom and now we're here.
Started from the bottom. Still at the bottom. Have not moved.
Started at the bottom, then we started digging.
That is very
Thanks for
accurate.
coming, everyone.
Started from the bottom, now we're
Thanks,
left?
guys. We'll see you next week.
Have a good night.
Bye.